I'm intrigued about you grabbing the bull by the horns, as it were, to try and help your friends get their relationships and life back. How did you go about that?
Well, I mean, as a mom of 2 kids myself, obviously I went through the highs and lows, starting with your first baby and thinking you can do it all because, I mean, this is what we've basically been programmed to think as our generation. You can do the job and you can have the family, you can run the house, and because you're just a superwoman. But eventually you realize that without much sleep, no one can be a superwoman. You just turn into Momzilla eventually, which is not healthy for any relationship and not good for your job and your confidence either. So when we obviously planned our own family, we had the conversation early on, and it was pretty clear that I'm not willing to give up my career either, and I'm not going part-time or give up my job. So we obviously went back to the solution to have the help because we didn't have family support here. So we recruited our first au pair when my husband stayed at home, who is, as you can imagine, a trailblazer, staying at home for half a year. And we had our first au pair staying with us for half a year, which was, to be honest, a godsend because 3 weeks into paternity leave, my husband, who works crazy hours usually, tasted blood of freedom and went surfing and skateboarding on the weekend and broke his shoulder twice. And there we were 3 weeks before moving home. Our first home, packing boxes with my au pair after hours, after work. And there I heard myself say, "You are the most important person in my life right now." And I was saying that to my au pair, and my husband's like, "Excuse me, love, what's that?" I'm like, "Sorry, that's just how I feel at the moment." And that was kind of a little light bulb to me that we are always going to have au pairs because you just have to have a backup plan. And you have to have as much support as you can. If you have your parents, fabulous, right? If you can have anyone helping you out, if obviously the kids are sick and they can't go to school or childcare, you have to have a backup plan. And if you don't have, your whole world crumbles. And if you fall sick, the world crumbles 3 times over because no one's going to do the washing, no one cooks dinner, no one plans the family's logistics, and no one brings in money. So it is really critical, and it became the 3rd baby of mine, which just wouldn't let me go.